Yeah, hitting the lights, we should enjoy this
I'm
one.
not, don't worry about it. No, listen, no, this is our performance. Don't worry
So we
about
can see.
No wrong answers.
it. Yeah.
There's from
I was asked about portals.
Isn't every moment between seconds a portal? An ability to choose which knowings we will heed, which understandings we will accept as our own. Our reality isn't as fixed as we'd like it to be. It's more like an intricate series of social contracts and subconscious beliefs about ourselves that fixes us in the here and now. Everybody says stay present.
I say stay aware.
The present is not what you believe it to be. It is a combination of an ocean of consciousness moving in a particular way.
That seems real new agey. I know.
But then I think about Harriet Tubman, who dreamt of the houses that were safe
and never lost a passenger.
and never lost a passenger. And then I think of the Combahee River raid that shifted the tide of history by opening up the portal to the Union, winning the Civil War, which consequently saw the abolishing of slavery. And I think that every time we pour libations and say the name of
Harriet
Tubman, that we are opening a portal in which the awareness of liberation is present with us. We are opening a portal that brings the past to our present reality so that we might make use of it. Sankofa. Why are these stories of other awarenesses suppressed when we speak of our ancestors? Why is the U.S. the land of historical amnesia? Why are our memories constantly truncated by trauma?
Because these memories, personal and collective, are portals to liberation. If we knew Harriet Tubman relied on other ways of knowing to lead people to safety and freedom, then we would trust our ways of knowing that much more. They are the stories that sing in our blood. Our cynicism of our own magic is a trap. Our rush to disown ourselves is fueled by an understanding that the only ways of knowing are found in a book.
My diva Mama Nu tells me that on temples in Kemet they had the words, "Man, know thyself."
And when people raided the temples, they thought they had the knowledge, but they only had the books. The knowledge was in the people. The people were the knowledge. If you realized how much you meant to the world and how much had been extracted from you in order to make the world, you would walk out of oppression. You wouldn't even have to fight to walk out of it.
You just walk out of it.
John Henry Clark. Not every woman's a knowing.
One approaches life
One approaches life
like a lover.
like a flower. Intuiting the atmosphere, the rhythm. Learning your connection to God through your own movements and the ripples of your actions. The biggest derailment of our connection to the portal of liberation is an atmosphere of pessimism. Yes, the rhythm is off, and the air we are breathing is dense with suffering in these times. The biggest thing that we learn through violence is helplessness. They cannot take all of us.
My best friend and lion-hearted comrade Becca Zayla pleaded with the crowd as we sat in the street one summer day protesting the acquittal of George Zimmerman. I stood in the middle of the street debating whether or not I would sit. I was scared. Becca Zayla came up to me and asked me if I wanted to sit.
Do you want to sit?
I said yes.
We sat.
The rally was loud in the background. At first, we were the only two. Then more came and sat with us. The elders came and didn't sit. Instead, they tried to reason with us, tried yelling at us, tried begging us to get out of the street. The police showed up. We were beginning to block traffic. The elder said, "Next time this happens."
Next time this happens,
Becca Zayla said,
do you hear yourself talking?
"There should be no
There
next
should be
time."
no next time.
And she screamed to the crowd as more and more police came.
They cannot take all of us.
Take all of us.
They cannot take all of us.
They cannot take all of us.
They cannot take all of us.
And so we sat. And I realized that the power and the responsibility to access liberation is with us. And it is our willingness to have an absolute conviction and investment in our liberation that is the bridge to it. I say this as Israel is bombing Palestine, killing children, and thousands of people in Detroit are being denied water. I say this knowing that people are mocking Jada and that Eric Garner has been murdered by the police. I say this knowing that black trans women are being murdered just for daring to exist. I say this knowing that many black women, including myself, deal with a chronic sort of tiredness that is a depression born of white supremacy and misogynoir. Knowing that many of us are bargaining with ourselves if another day is even fucking worth it.
I do not mean to say that we could put our bodies in a machine and churn out freedom. Our bodies are force-fed into that machine and churn out more oppression. I mean to say that the constellations are written on our palms. In the language that we speak, that oppression does not know is the love for ourselves and the love between us.
Between us. How deeply are we willing to love ourselves and each other?
What are we willing to risk for a world that sustains us?
How long will we allow ourselves to be soothed by the illusion of isolation from terror, even as it seeps into our dreams at night? We are terrified of each other.
Violence has taught us that. Heartbreak has taught us that. Abuse and hatred has taught us that. We inflict violence on others before violence is inflicted upon us. The memories of our terror may pressure us, but it will not keep us nor sustain us. Our isolation will distract us, but will not save us. We have been trained not to trust that which is native to us. What do we trust that is bigger than us? What vision is calling us through our dreams? Harriet said that her people are free, and that proclamation does not have an expiration date. An army of lovers
An army of lovers
can never be defeated.
Can never be defeated.
An army of
An
lovers
army of lovers
can never be defeated.
Can never be defeated.
An army of lovers
An army of lovers
can never be
can
defeated.
never be defeated.
Thank you.